pressure, no more time. Can we make a move? Overthinking, you and I. What do we have to lose? Under pressure, no more time. Can we make a move? Overthinking, you and I. What do we have to lose?
Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore, and in a shift from my earlier episodes, in this episode you would have already seen the arrangement, and since the procedure itself I think is quite self-explanatory, I will be now talking about the whole thought process that went into making this arrangement, and I will also give you some succulent tips at the end of this video. So I am a complete succulent arrangement fanatic because they just amaze me every day with their charm, their non-fussy behavior, and the overall positive feeling you get when you are around them. So for this arrangement, I knew that I wanted a terracotta pot that was not very deep, and I found it near a nursery that is just a few walks away from my house. And I had worked on this arrangement in February, and I wanted it to fill up and then show it to you. And I hope that this site hasn't disappointed you because it certainly has made me all excited. So I knew from the beginning I wanted a tall plant in the middle, so I was confused between the snake plant and the clinia. And then I zeroed in on the clinia because the bigger snake plant would only overpower these smaller succulents. So I stuck with the clinia. So with me, I don't prepare a sketch before I make such arrangements. I just know where the protagonist, like in this case the clinia, has to go, and the others are just embellishments surrounding the main plant or the focal point. And I also don't believe in stuffing a lot of plants in an arrangement because I want to give these plants ample space to grow and not make them feel all claustrophobic. But succulents are the only plants I feel that can take a lot of stuffing, and it actually does better when it is clustered with plants all around. So if you like the stuffy arrangement, go for it. But for now, I'll stick to this concept because I like the pebbles and the rocks and the gravel chips to meander through these succulents and create a story of their own. I must add here that the sedum took a lot of time to grow compared to the other plants, and if you ask me, my favorite plant in this arrangement would be the dunce cap for sure, because it just followed a path and is a super well-behaved succulent, and that's what I love about it. And the barrel cactus is actually my first ever cactus plant in the garden, and what a charmer this one is, and it has also given out pups, which I'm really happy about. Don't worry, this plant is quite easy to handle. You don't have to worry about the thorns, they're not as prickly as you think it is. So now let me give you some tips on keeping your succulent arrangements happy. Tip 1. Keep it away from the rain. Don't keep it exposed to rain if at all your area experiences continuous rainfall. One day's rain is fine. Tip 2. Don't give the plant too little or too much of sunlight. I have exposed it to the northwest direction and it is in a semi-shaded location. Tip 3. Don't add any other plant like tropicals etc. in a succulent arrangement because either of them will die because their watering needs are very different. Tip 4. Don't fertilize the arrangement too much. I barely fertilize my succulents. They love poor soil, so that initial dose of compost would be enough. Or if you're so hell-bent, then you can use compost or seaweed fertilizer once a year. Tip 5. Keep your succulents as dry as possible and water only the soil and not the plant. Tip 6. Outdoor succulents are rarely attacked by pests, so don't bother about it too much. Tip 7. Air circulation is very important for succulents. Tip 8. If you see any of your plants overgrowing, then pruning them would contain the growth and will give your arrangement a more disciplined look. So with this, we have come to the end of yet another episode of Urbanscape Bangalore, and do let me know on how you liked this particular arrangement. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links are given below. I'm more active on Instagram and I also conduct a lot of plant quiz that you can also be part of. So thank you for watching, and until we meet again, a very warm goodbye.